Ziggity Zig talking his way out of bronze game number 52 is going to be between myself up here in the top right, and down here in the lower left is Finchman, a Protoss, on the map, which is this one Cloud Kingdom? Or is the other one Cloud? No, yeah, this one's Cloud Kingdom because the other one's Entrenched, Cosmopolitan or something like that. They all sound like weird drink names. But this being Season 6... So first Season 6 games that we've looked at so far, this was actually, I think this was a later Season 6 game for me because I didn't do so well early on. And they weren't even good wins. So I try to cast some shorter games because my long wins are always just brutal to watch. And usually I understand what I lose. So I just want to look at some different things to see how I do. This is obviously on a new map. The other issue with Season 6 is I've really only hit up a lot of PvP matches. So there's going to be a lot of Protoss versus Protoss, which the only person that would make happy would be Husky. Except he doesn't watch these videos, so that's moot. So if anyone is anything like Husky, that'd be great. 2 pylons. Why do you just double pylon? Focus on yourself, focus on yourself. I only look at his tactics if he's doing well. Now he's getting some gas. Meanwhile, crowning some stuff out. So my supply's a bit better. There's my gate on 12. Cheeky shiz. Yeah, I can't even describe that. Just me having a peek and poke at his base. That's going kind of well. Alright. This was, well, to me it was an interesting game because I suddenly had to employ a tactic I've never done before. You'll see what happens. I don't want to give it all away. Ruins the magic of it all, don't you know? It's a simulator. That was the magic. That wasn't the magic. So I'm trying to figure out where to put things. I've kind of figured out the ramp. The problem here is that when I try to make the cybernetics core to make a small little route through, I always try to put these cybernetics core there, but then I think, no, that's too small, I gotta put it up a bit, and then I leave this double gap here, because this doesn't look like a single gap. This looks like kind of weird, just edge graphics. See? There I am doing it. And that should be one space down. That should be right there, leaving one space for a zealot to get through. So this is leaving 2 spaces because I can't quite figure that out. Meanwhile, hey, did you see my little proxy pylon? Haven't done that in a while. I apparently didn't listen to advice on vision and decide not to get any of the watchtowers. This is such a funny map. It looks like a big S, but you really still can't just go right through it because there's lots of ramps. And if you want, your forward unit should probably... You don't want to destroy your defensive rocks because you want to, tunnel them through a choke point. It should be good. Since it's a PvP, it's actually given me a lot of opportunity to work on my 3-stalker rush. I've been getting my 3-stalker rush time down pretty well. Except I forget, and... Oh, no, he was making it. Was he making a zealot, or was I making a zealot? Anyway. It means that your warp gate is not done all that soon. But at least you have some stalkers ready, just in case he starts pressuring you. So there he is, walking through my nice, big, huge, enormous gap. I was trying to figure out what's going on. But, so I get a stalker out. So he knows I have a stalker right away. And no zealot. So I wonder if he thinks I'm doing anything funny. Probably not. That at least tells him that I've got 1 gas. The one thing that I keep forgetting, sometimes when I do the 3-stalker rush, I forget to do 2 assimilators. I do. And that kind of screws me a little bit. The other thing that screws me is I don't get this second gateway to get the 2 stalkers up. I don't do in time. So I just end up getting 3 stalkers all at once. My fastest 3-stalker rush is 510, and we're looking at only 2 at 528 right now. But that's cool, because now I've got enough money, so it's not so much a rush. I don't try to do it. Oh, see the other thing I'm doing? I'm also attacking the inside of my base just to make sure he didn't get anything in there, even though the guy really didn't do much. I think I'm definitely quite a bit ahead right now. Well, I would say quite a bit. In fact, I'm behind on... Oh, man, my macro. Ooh, so painful. So then I get bored, and I start... And I start chrono boosting the cybernetics core, because there's no point to a 3-stalker rush anymore. This is more of a defensive 3-stalker. So fast stalker to defend against things like zealot rush, 2-gate zealot rush, or cannon rushing. It's just a very handy ploy. So suddenly, sorry, that was the sound of me burping. Suddenly, well, he's got a proxy pylon right there. I decide to go past it, and I decide to come down to my proxy pylon. You know, to sort of reconnoiter. I think that was the right word. Where am I putting a forge? Why am I putting a forge there? Because I could use Apollo's... I've been using Apollo's pylon and then forge expand for safety. Anyway. Oh! I apparently decided to throw down 4 gates because I had 4 stalkers. So I thought, well, you know, he's not doing much. So I might as well just go. So I start going. If I'm correct, yep, all right. So I hotkey on 3, my forward pylon, and then just start attacking. Note that I'm doing absolutely nothing at home. Shows you that he has a slightly better economy than me. Not a huge amount. Let's just have a quick peek there. He's bringing in more minerals, but I'm bringing in more gas, which doesn't really mean all that much. I'm sort of retreating back and forth. Now here's where I do an interesting little tactic. I realize, wait a minute, this is his entire army coming after me. So if his entire army's coming after me, what's defending his base from, say, this? So I decided, well, I'll hop over here, and let's make a few more of these, because, yeah, he came at me, and he left 1 zealot at home to defend. Meanwhile, I'm not defending with anything other than a measly choke point, getting +1 as I go. He then realizes, oh, he decides not to base race. So he comes back here. I reconnoiter back over here. I should have some warp gates available to me right now. I don't know why I'm not warping anything in. He brings his stalkers back, but all of a sudden, it's 6 on 4. And then after it's 6 on 4, it's going to be 10 on 4 in a moment. So this was kind of a roundabout 4-gate, and a 4-gate is a tactic that I don't do. I honestly don't know how to do it. I think I just did it by accident because I left a pylon there just in case I needed it. Kind of useful, maybe on this map. It's viable? Maybe. Probably. People all say, oh, that's a good 4-gate map. I still don't know what people are talking about when I hear things like that. What's a good 4-gate map? What's a good 6-pool map? What's a good forge fast expand map? I'm positive this isn't one of these. It's the 2-player maps that you have a better chance of getting cheesed on for funny tactics, like you'd get early Zergling rushed or early Gateway rushed. But no, it's just me. And in I come. And as I do it, I'm also trying to reinforce, so I keep zapping back to the 3, and then I go forward to 1, and then I just attack move. Now, obviously I could have brought down a probe, and had I brought a probe with me, I could be bringing in pylons as I go. But basically what I'm trying to do here with these stalkers is I was trying to focus down and kill off things like cannons especially, and then a few pylons just to get them blocked, and then after the pylons and cannons, go for his workers. So that helped. I think he's putting down, yeah, now since I've got him so blocked, he can't even warp in units, so there's nothing defending him. All he's trying to do is bring in some cannons. Pylons first. Not sure I agree with that. So now he's got a working cannon again. Meanwhile, I warped in a few more, so I just keep beaming more things in. The one thing I definitely could have done better is I could have had a pylon much closer. I could have had one as close as here. Take out his Nexus. I usually like to take out the Nexus on purpose, if not just to know that he has no other base. There. So once I see that, I think, oh good. But when you don't see that, then you never know where he is. then he says, wow, I didn't think it was that impressive, but apparently I wowed him. I wowed Finchman. Surely sounds like one of those names you give the last name of footballs. Or, you know, the cool college guy. Hey, have you seen Finchman? Yeah, he's down there knocking over a vending machine, taking out all the Mars bars. I think I just A, dated myself, and B, geographically placed myself. Yeah, well, send me an email, ziggityzig@gmail.com, or on Twitter, I'm at ZiggyStarcraft. If you can't understand what I just said, that's because I forgot to cough at the beginning of that, and I have some fluid stuck in my throat. More Ziggity Zig talking his way out of bronze. Stay tuned.